This is the video for Module 1, Lesson 16, Adding Decimals. The easiest way for someone who's struggling with adding decimals is to use a place value chart. You can make your own so that it looks just like the one that I have on the board. Sometimes you're given numbers in unit form. So if I have 7 ones, 6 tenths, I write 7 ones, 6 tenths. The next number that I'm adding is 36 hundredths. Remember, because it says hundredths, that's where I need to end in. So I'm ending at 36 hundredths. I make sure that my decimals are in. Once my decimals are in, I can actually add the numbers. I fill in zeros. So I have a 6, a 9, then 7. And so then my answer, when I add the two together, my sum is 7 and 96 hundredths. Here's another example. Sometimes I'm just given the problem, so I have the two numbers I have to add. I can fill them in. The next number I have to add. When I want to find the sum, I just add the two rows together. I can't have all this in the same box, so I have to bump one over. So then my answer would be 1 and 33 hundredths. Here are the next two problems. Now that I don't have the boxes, I'm ready to set it up with the standard algorithm, the regular way I add. I'm going to line up my decimals because that will line up my place value. If you notice, the decimals are lined up, so my place values are lined up. So my tenths place I add. My ones, I bring down my decimal right in the same spot. My ones place I add, I carry the number, and I get my answer. The next problem right over here, I'm going to line up my decimals, which will line up my place values. Just like when I was comparing and ordering, any of my blank spaces, I'm going to fill in zeros in order to help me. When I add them together, my decimal, and that is how I add decimals. I just need to make sure I line up my decimals because that lines up my place values, and then I can add them together.